Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today we're going thrift shopping. Oh yeah! And my first stop is at the store known as Myrorna, or the ants, if you're gonna get, translative. Now, I'm a little bit worried as to if this is actually open. It's supposed to be open at 10, so let's just go and see. Okay. Alright, it's not open at 10, it's open at 12. So that's really annoying. I suppose I'll have to maybe come back here at a different time. Alright, let's just move on. Alright, so what the fuck is this? Oh man, this place looks close too. Is this even an existing store? Okay, we have moved. So I guess I'm going to a new address. God damn it. Where the fuck are we going? Oh, quiet! Be quiet! You stupid fucking idiot! This is one of those stores which I've never been at. Oh god, I hear you. I have to wait for all the other stupid fucking traffic. I know I tried to go to this store before once. Turn left in 500 meters. And then we're turning left again. Can't listen to the GPS now. Okay, so we're going... So we're turning left. Can't anything just remain at the same place? And I ended up just not getting there.
Sväng vänster till Björkgatan och sväng vänster. Sväng vänster och hitta en parkeringsplats.
I can't just do stuff. Turn left and find... Yes, shut up. There's nothing here. Shut up. Can I park here? Oh, you need a license to park here. Shut up! There has to be some way to park next to this thing. Where can I go? How the hell are they getting customers? Doesn't anybody fucking drive? I am trying. What's on the other side here? License required. Fuck you and your fucking license. Alright, so I literally ended up parking at a completely different store because this was like the only one I could find. And I don't know why, but it feels like people today are just randomly driving around, going to the same places I'm going, and essentially just realizing that, oh, it's closed. But yeah, here is actually a store that's open, and now I'm imagining that that guy in front is thinking that I'm filming him, so not really gonna focus on that. But in any case, now we are going to the second hand of the Swedish Red Cross. This doesn't actually open until 11, so that's like 20 more minutes. But I'm also contemplating whether I should actually try to walk over to the store which I couldn't find, because that's actually not too far. Then again, I don't even know if it even exists, because it feels like it's, I don't know if it's like in a bunker or something, because I keep driving around in a circle and it's like, you have almost arrived. It's like 10 meters to your left, and I'm like, there's nothing there. So I honestly don't know if it even exists, because a lot of these places, when I just Google them, it feels like, they may not have existed for years. It feels like that's sort of like a trademark of, today, this trip is just me driving around looking for various places that don't exist. But yeah, so 20 minutes to go until this open, and there's actually quite a bit of people just standing in line in front. I'm guessing they are just, hoping to snag up some of the good stuff that's come in. But yeah, this does seem like quite the large shop, and I've never actually been to this store, so well, just stay tuned and we'll see what happens. You know what? I'm just gonna walk there. It doesn't appear too far. Plus, I don't think, you know, being the first person on the scene is something that really helps me, because I'm generally just looking for really weird stuff, which most other people don't look for. All right, gotta stop to check my GPS here. Walking around with a phone and everybody looks at me like, you know, that's an insane man walking there. I really had no idea where I am going. And we're crossing the road. Finally, back to safety. Okay, what the hell is this place? This has to be a school or something. Never felt so lost. This place is like a ghost town. I am literally walking in circles. It's not the same parking space. It's not the same parking space. Are you fucking kidding me? I literally walked past this thing. I'm not even kidding. I could have accidentally tripped over the fucking sign. All right. So here we go. Here we got some old cameras, some vintage Super 8 projectors. Let's see, some more cameras over here. Overall, it seems like they are pretty high priced, so I think I'm just gonna move on. We got some stuffed animals. Let's see what else. Here's like the electronics section. Got some lamps over here. Got some clocks. Let's see what else. Here we got more electronics. There's a VCR. And another one. But then again, I already have like 3 VCRs at home, so see, there's a old record player, some cassette decks, more lamps. Let's see, just go ahead and move over here. Oh, check it out. You all know what this is, don't you? That's right. He chose Holy. Alright, let's see what else we got. Just go ahead and walk around this corner. Oh, what do we got here? Check it out! Just what I always wanted. A manual mini hand masturbator thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is a place of business clearly, but still, what the hell is this thing? I really don't know if this is a kid's toy or an adult toy. Well, I'm out of here. That didn't really give me anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk back to where I parked my car, actually just across the street, and see if the other shop is open and see what we can find in there. Oh god, I'm sweaty. Alright, so I'm back at the Red Cross, and holy shit, it's a fucking line over here. Okay, here we go. We are in. So it's time to do some more voiceover work. We got some kind of an poster and some people walking by. Got some record players. Here's actually a Breaking Bad box set, which looked kind of cool. Hadn't seen this before. But it is in fact a DVD, and to be honest, I just have way too much stuff, so I can't really spend money on DVDs, even though it was totally cheap, like 30 Swedish crowns, which is nothing, but what the hell, it's just not worth the pickup for me. I got some electronics, some stuff here, random DVDs, an old still frame projector, I don't know, some cassettes. Box things, and then just some books, a whole lot of books in this place actually, and there's a cabinet with more stuff. Oh, this looks pretty interesting. Seems to be an old Super 8 projector. I'm thinking it's a sound projector, which is probably the only real reason for taking any interest in this. Let's look at this. So it's a Chinon sound. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a sound projector. Fuck it, I'm grabbing this. This is already paid for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and head out. And okay, backing up here. And back to freedom. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so that was actually pretty unexpected. Did not believe this, but actually came back from this shop with a seemingly working Chinon Sound 8000 Super 8 projector. Based on a quick test in the shop, it does appear to actually run. So yeah, gonna be really interesting to see if this actually works. Not sure about all the buttons, some of them seem to be slightly broken, but yeah, gonna have to test this out once I'm back home. But now, let's just move on and see if we have better luck this time. So here we go. And yes, they are now open. So let's check it out. Alright, so just going in here, see what we can find. Okay, I think I don't know where I'm going. Let's just check out the movies. So we've got a DVD shelf, actually got some Blu-rays here, which I gotta say isn't all that common. A whole lot of time you just see DVDs and then no Blu-rays, so there's a nice little stack to go through. But from the looks of it, I don't know. Not seeing anything that catches my... Oh wait, what's this? Have I seen this? Huh. I don't know, but still, 30 Swedish crowns for Blu-ray. It's even a rental Blu-ray, so... No, I think I'll pass. And here we actually have an old Swedish DVD box set, a Tarantino box set. Which isn't too common actually, but... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me, and I'm actually gonna head out. So, yeah, let's just move on and get back to the car. That was it for me. Nothing of interest in this store today, but well, can't find stuff every day. So yeah, let's continue to the next one. All right, so here we go. Last stop is the Helping Hand shop. So let's just check it out. All right, so I've actually only been at this store once before. I don't think I bought anything, but it felt like a promising store because it is actually quite large on the interior. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see what we can find. Okay, so here we got a really ugly little bear with horns, from one horny devil to another. Might have been my kind of theme, but it was so fucking ugly. I mean, that's... I don't know. I still have some taste, even though I am a horny motherfucker, as they say. So, let's just go ahead and move over here. Got some hats, some junk. Oh, here we got something cool. This is like an old radio recording or something. It's actually pretty decent. Oh, fuck. But the price tag is awful. God, to be honest, most of the stuff in here is really high price, or if it's the cool stuff. Well, no finds there as well. And, well, now I think I'm just gonna wrap this up, go ahead and jump back in the car, and we're gonna drive home to see if our 8mm projector is actually working or not. So, yeah, just stay tuned, and we're gonna take a bit of a closer look at it once I get back home. Alright, so I am back home, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and bring this projector upstairs, and we're gonna see if we can get this to actually work. It's actually quite a heavy projector, I gotta say, but let's see what we got. Now, I did actually try this at the store already, so I know that it, you know, works in terms of electricity and the light works and all that, but I will still need to try it with an actual film to know for sure that it's not broken or anything. So I decided to grab some random titles, and I thought I would just start by inserting this, which is Blood Beast, or Night of the Blood Beast actually. And this is just a soundless black and white film, but you know, it's not, I got this quite a while back. I'm not super fond of it, so in case this thing starts bursting into flames or something, then I don't really have to worry about accidentally, you know, messing up this film. So let's just start with that before we get into trying anything with audio on it. So let me just go ahead and set you up right here so you can see what I'm doing. And I know the floor might not be the best place for this, but I didn't really have the energy to set up anything, you know, particularly advanced. So let's just go ahead and test this out. Just go ahead and move my little critters tape. Right in the back there, we got a socket. Wow, okay, so this thing actually lights up directly. No idea why, but it seems like it has a built-in light in the handle. I have honestly never seen that before. Not really sure, like, what's the functionality of this. Maybe you have it on, like this is just the regular turn on, and then usually you will probably have this in a dark room, so I guess then this light might actually help you while you're setting things up. Yeah, I honestly never seen this. This is a very strange little feature, but I suppose it might actually be practical in case you're working in the dark. But let's just go ahead and check out some of the dials we got on here. So this is the Chinon or Chinon, I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, the Chinon Sound 8000. Here we got a volume, which seems to actually give an effect. If I turn it, you can certainly hear a enhanced static, so that's quite a good indication that we got some kind of volume control. Here is another knob. I'm not really sure what that's doing. Then we got a sound on and sound off, I suppose. So not really sure, but yeah. Then we got a record button, which is a bit odd. Don't think I've seen that too often. And then we got a play button, which I'm not really sure how this works. This also seems to have some sort of double function. Like, I don't know if the button's broken or it's supposed to look like this. So honestly, not sure what to expect from this or how it works. Okay. Then we got some sort of mic thing. We got something here, which I'm not really sure if there's a button missing there. And a microphone in. Then we got the frame setting, which is 24 frames or 18 frames, depending on what kind of film you have. And looking at the dial up here, we got off. Then we got R for reverse, I'm guessing. L for, I don't know, maybe load potentially. We got another L on that side, and then we got thread. So thread, I believe, would be the loading. I honestly don't know. Feels like I'm saying load on everything. But anyway, let's just go ahead and flip out the arms. So front and back. Trying to check here if we turn to thread. Alright, so that definitely turns on the back wheel. And if we switch over to L, alright, that definitely turns on the light. So that's looking pretty good and keeps running. So let's just go back, see what happens if we go to R. Alright, so R definitely works as reverse in case you want to reverse the film. And L, okay, L is reversing but with the light on it, meaning you can actually run the film in reverse while showing it. At least I think that's what it's doing. Okay, so alright, turning that off, everything seems to be working in terms of that. Really no idea as to the whole play function. I don't know if this is maybe if you're gonna be mixing or adding audio. I don't know why you would use the play function, because I mean the film will play as soon as you start turning this to thread and then turning it to L. So yeah, honestly don't know how the play and record works. Maybe that's, you know, if you're connecting like an external audio source or something. I really don't know. Suppose maybe I'll need to read up on this, but I'm pretty sure we can get this to function. So just turning the volume knob a little bit, and I thought we'll just start by trying out Night of the Blood Beast, just to see, make sure that we can thread this, that it's not sort of, you know, jamming into the machine or something, that it's actually feeding the film correctly. So I'll just go ahead and place this on the first spool over here, like so. Of course, I will also need a take-up reel, which I completely forgot, but I got one of those over here. So let's just go ahead and slap this onto our rear wheel. Oh, it's just, I just have to twist it a bit. It's got these little slots on it to make sure that it fits perfectly. Okay, so that's on there. And then we'll just go ahead and lock this as well, like so. So then we're just gonna thread this into the machine. I'm gonna switch to 18 frames chain. So spinning a little slower now, but let's go ahead and see if this does. Did I put this in the wrong way? Okay. I mean, it has been a while since I did this, and one thing to mention is that usually you imagine that, you know, this is going to be the right way. But the thing is that sometimes these reels will have been put on in reverse for some reason, you know, like if people don't know what they're doing, you might end up with a film which is actually put on the spool the wrong way, which means that you will have a film which is flipped. So let me just go ahead, just for testing, because it feels like, you know, I don't think this is the way it goes, but I mean, anybody can make mistakes. So I've now flipped it, and we're now gonna have the holes on the reverse side. So let me just go ahead and see if this works. It shouldn't work, but never know. Okay, nothing really happens. I'm wondering if there's either I'm putting it in the wrong place, or there's something wrong with the feeding mechanism. So let me just go ahead and set you back over there for now, and see how I'm hoping this is one of those things which you have to sort of unscrew with the bolts, but oh, okay, I think this will just jank right off. All right. So there is the exterior, and now we can see a little bit of what's going on inside. Now, upon first glance, it's certainly not like I know what the hell's going on here, but let's just move in a little bit closer, and let me just tilt you a little bit so you can see what's going on. So there is actually I just move this over here. You can probably see that this thing actually moves sort of in and out when I twist it. So this is the focus knob. So what we're curious about is obviously why the film is not loading. Here is another knob, which I'm not entirely sure what that does, but we got a small cogwheel here, which is where we want our film to end up. So let me just go ahead and plug it back in. So turning this on, things are definitely working. This thing is spinning. So the question is, why is the film not loading into the machine? So I will just thread it in here. Oh, look, it's actually a happy accident. So now we can see it going through the machine, I think. I honestly don't know. Yeah, so there we go. Turning it off, it has automatically threaded through the machine, worked perfectly. So that's actually quite good. And I'm actually using one of these automatic load reels, which is quite practical, you know, some sort of thread thing to it. So when this turns, it will actually thread the reel onto the spool itself, as you can see. So this is really, you know, not particularly uncommon. So that basically means that we have threaded this through the machine, and so now I'm pretty sure we should be able to project some of this. Now let me just go ahead and bring down the projector reel, and I'll just place you on a small stand there for now, and let's just see if this is projecting properly. So there we are, looking good, and there we got the focus. Obviously not the best in terms of positioning, but if I bring this up you can see it. It's actually working. There is quite a bit of jumping in this, so not sure how I can best fix this. Okay, that is definitely the knob to bring up and down. Let me go ahead and adjust this to... Okay, this is... There we go. Okay, I'm just switching over to 24 frames. So here you can see this is actually looking a whole lot better. Let me just bring that up. So, so far, seems to be doing really good. So let's just go ahead and turn this off. Now I will definitely want to try out an audio film. So I'm gonna go ahead and reverse this, which I'm not sure if I can actually do without running the entire film, but let's try it. Right, seems to be doing okay. So yeah, not the most practical way to do this, but shouldn't take too long. So meanwhile, I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare an audio film, and I thought we would actually just check out a brief clip from the classic Death Race 2000, or Wer wenn sie losgelassen, as it's called in Germany. So this is actually an audio print with German audio, and I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but I just want to try it out briefly to see that the audio function is actually working. And the most important aspect, which is also what I'm really hoping for, is that the film will run at the right speed, because that's usually can be quite a bit of a problem with these old machines. It's, you know, when they get worn, it will mean that the film isn't projecting at the proper speed. That is sort of like the classic problem that you will have with these old projectors. I'm loading this onto the reel. Very much a technique how you're doing this, but now it's going through the machine again. There we stop it, and lights. Wow, check it out. Okay, so switching over to 24 frames. Seems to be doing okay. Where are we with the volume?
Oh, Mr. President, segne deine Kinder und mache sie stark. Segne deine Töchter Mathilda und Jenny und deinen Sohn Joe. Und segne deinen geliebten Sohn, den unsterblichen Frankenstein, der uns so viel Glück und Freude gebracht hat.
Absolutely brilliant. Let's go ahead and zoom you in there. That's Sylvester Stallone, ladies and gentlemen. And there we got Frankenstein. Wow, let me just go ahead and turn off the light in here.
Startflagge ist unten und sie sind weg. Und Machine Gun Sohn Cargo setzt sich sofort an die Spitze und führt das Feld in die zweite Etappe des transkontinentalen Strafenrennens. Frankenstein folgt ihm nicht. Er ist links abgebogen und macht sich schon selbstständig. Nehmt euch in Acht, Leute, er fährt nach Süden.
Joey, wir haben die anderen ganz schön abgehängt.
Wo fährt er hin? Was hat er noch vor?
Wow. Wo willst du hin?
Nur mein Anzuholen. Entfernt den Abfall von den Straßen, damit wir unsere Rennwagen. Großer Chrysler! Freunde, es ist unfassbar.
Chrysler!
Makabreweise hat Frankenstein unsere verehrten Genossen, den Erzbischof der Partisanenpartei, hinweggelaufen.
Alright, so let's just go ahead and pause this. Audio definitely works, but I honestly had no idea in terms of the speed. If it had been in English, it would probably be easier for me to attain as to what's going on. And even though, you know, I've actually seen this film, I know it quite well, it can basically be kind of difficult to hear if the German is synced or not. So let me just go ahead and find a clip which I can show you, which is going to be easier to understand if it's in the proper speed, which is always a problem, just because I don't own a whole lot of reels that I can show you. I'm going to try to find something. Alright, check it out. We actually got the first Alien film, or rather 17 minutes of selected scenes. So I figure we might try this just to see if we can figure out if the audio is working at its proper rate. But let's just wait for this to spin back. It should be done in just a little while. So there we go. Whoops. Take it easy. And I gotta be honest, I would not be surprised, or, well, I'm actually guessing that the audio will be slowed down because it's such a common issue with these old projectors. But I mean, even if the audio is slowed down, I'm actually happy that I picked this up because it didn't cost me a lot. It only cost 90 Swedish crowns, which is well worth it. I mean, even if it's just a machine that, you know, plays it slowed down, it can still be practical as a backup machine. So for 90 crowns, I'm happy either way. Let's see. Right, so now we just stop that. There we go. So let's hope. Yeah, definitely sounds slowed down to me, I'm afraid. Adjust the focus a little bit. I mean, it doesn't look overly slow, but this is one of those things which can be really difficult to see when you're just watching it. Overall, I gotta say that this film print is looking really good. I don't think I've ever really watched this.
Thank you. Let's go.
She had a room yet.
Calling Antarctica
So
traffic.
how are we doing out here?
Over.
What are you talking about?
That's not our system.
That's not our system, guys. Yeah, this is definitely seems to be a bit slowed down.
Well, as soon as you may have figured out we're not home yet.
Yeah,
Only halfway there.
You can hear that everybody sounds a
Well,
bit
this is
tired.
the course of our training.
But
Yeah, he's programmed to do that should certain conditions arise. They have.
yeah.
What? Seems she had. Why didn't you get us up to check it out?
The transmission? Out here?
Yeah.
What kind of a transmission?
Acoustical beacon that repeats at intervals of 12 seconds.
Well,
SOS. I don't know.
Human.
I know.
well, in any case, it is definitely a pickup worth the money, I would say. So quite happy that I picked this up. I mean, 90 Swedish crowns, that is peanuts. Even for a backup machine. I mean, I got a audio projector already, which also has trouble with the speed. So, I mean, I'm not surprised with this one. Then again, you know, I might be able to open it up, replace some of the rubber bands or whatever you want to call them. And, you know, sometimes this helps, you know, you can actually get it up to speed depending on how the machine works, if you can clean it up. I haven't really successfully done this on a machine, but I mean, I know it can be done. For what it's worth, really cool pickup, really happy about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off. How do I do that? I pull the cord. There we go. So that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any comments or if you know anything about this particular machine. I have honestly never tried a Chinon or Chinon or I don't know how you pronounce it. Never tried this particular machine before. The ones I have are the UMIGs and the RS3000. So yeah, if anybody has any experience with this machine in particular, or know some things I might try to make it work better, feel free to comment. It was apparently used at some kind of school, because I see there's like a sort of etching into the plastic that it just says, you know, some name of some school. So was in use by a school apparently. So probably used for quite a few years. But I'm rambling on. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And as usual, hope to see you all next time.